Okay. I was gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? The picture is kept being black. Welcome to I Am the Light. My name is Tasha, and I'll be doing a reading for the collective. Hi, collective. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. Excuse the technical difficulties. My gosh, I was getting ready to get mad. Okay, welcome, everybody. Yeah, YouTube. The screen was black, and I couldn't see me or you guys. And I was like wondering what was going on. So here we are. Here we are. We got it all figured out. So, welcome to the channel, everybody. We're going to be going into the This Might Hurt Tarot for tonight's reading, the Shaman's Dream Oracle, as well as the Spirit Message Oracle. Okay. That being said, let's jump right in. And I'm going to say hello to everybody. Let me just switch accounts real quick. I was going through the rigmarole of trying to figure out why my reading, the screen kept turning black. I guess, I don't know. The screen was turned backwards for whatever reason. So here we go. All right. That being said, hello, Bethany Elliott, Light of the Divine Love, Patricia, Well with Ken, Mara Lee, Cornbread Man, Goody Fash, Boo Boo Bear, Martin Simpson, Bethany Elliott, thank you for the floating heart, Kimberly Ann Mayberry, Clifford Beans, and Flamingo. Welcome to the channel, everybody. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's go ahead and Lindell, how are you, sweet pea? All right, now that being said, I got my hundreds of chords over here, and I'm still catching them. All right, there we go. All right, that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started, shall we? I'm out of WD-40 for my chair, so it makes it's a little squeaky. I gotta give you some more WD-40 and get my lubricate my chair so it can stop squeaking. All right, welcome, Amanda Stone. How you doing? Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you, because you know them curls was all over the place. My hair gets so big when I do the curls, so I was like, yeah, we're gonna wear it straight for a little bit. Hello, Sharon. It's easier for me when it's straight. It's a lot easier than my curly curls. I love the curls though. It's a whole new look. Okay, what's up? How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Lindell. What's up, Marilyn? Sharon? QB? All right. My phone just started glowing, and I'm like, what is going on? I don't have time for the crazy. What's up, Truck Lady and Roy Vine? All right, I'm going to do a timestamp only because I didn't know this, we was having problems getting the reading up. All right, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, what is it that you have for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? Starting off with the devil in the upright, the sun in reverse. Nine of Swords here in the upright. Magician in the upright. Queen of Swords in reverse. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody wants to restore your faith. That's what I'm getting at the bottom of the deck. Somebody wants to restore your faith after y'all have broken up. This is somebody that didn't really give you a lot to go off of because there was no equal reciprocity here with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. This is somebody who you did all the giving, and they always had their hand out. And so there was no equal give and take or equal reciprocity. You guys, so, the relationship was very unstable. It led to a breakup. And now somebody wants to come in and restore your faith. This is just the energy at the bottom of the deck. Now, as far as what's going on here with the 5 cards that we have out here, what's up, Lakeisha and Tuesday? We got the devil energy, Capricorn, the sun. There it is, the devil upright, Capricorn, Leo, the sun in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in in the upright. Okay, Gemini energy. The Magician, also Gemini in the upright. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra in reverse. All right, so let's talk about it. Somebody was very toxic. They could have had some addictive behaviors. Somebody likes to drink, they like to have sex, they like to do drugs, they like to spend money. They can even be very argumentative and very toxic, which could be part of it, could be because they have addictive behaviors. You know, when people get high and they get a little loosey goosey, they get to talking out the side of their neck, right? So this is what I have here. Welcome, Denise and Oliver and Dennis. How y'all doing? So here it is. We got the devil energy. So somebody could, like, may have liked to fight even. You know, I'm getting karmic energy. Now, because this person had whatever these karmic issues are, the sun is in reverse. It made someone very unhappy and very stressed out. So it's like, hey man, you don't have control over yourself and it's starting to stress me out. So if you like dealing with somebody who can't hold their alcohol, they can't hold their, you know, their drug, they got a drug problem, and it's like causing them to be belligerent or even being really sexually impulsive, that would set you off. That's a problem. So here with the sun in reverse, it was creating a lot of unhappiness, a lot of stress for the collective. Somebody was losing sleep at night because it was like, man, you doing too much. That's the feeling I'm getting. You're doing too much. Now, the Magician here is in the upright. This is somebody who may have wanted to manifest something different. Here with the Magician. With the Magician is you have all the tools necessary to make the change, but I'm not exactly sure what is going on why there was not a change, because the Queen of Swords came out in reverse after the Magician. So let me see. With the Queen of Swords here in reverse, the first thing I think of is this is somebody who lies. I'm also thinking about this is somebody who, instead of, oh, I know what it is. This person, the stress that was being manifested was because of your person that was in this devil energy. See, a Queen of Swords is already mean and evil, on top of being a liar. So the only thing that seems to have been getting off the ground is that this person was getting worse. Like, I don't know if somebody had like really bad behaviors, but it seems like instead of getting better, they was getting worse, and it was stressing somebody out. So it's like on one hand, it's like dealing with the devil, and then on the other side, it's like dealing with somebody mean and evil. And this is what this person's manifesting, just being more mean. And it was keeping somebody up at night. So let's talk about it. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. The feeling I'm getting is this is a little this is abusive. Somebody's toxic behaviors was leading to some sort of emotional, physical, or verbal abuse. And I don't like it. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Okay. Welcome, Nikita and Lee Miranda. All right. Yeah, I'm getting some sort of abuse here. Definitely emotional, verbal, and could be physical. I mean, because whoever this is with the Magician in front of the Queen of Swords, all I see is somebody manifesting being more mean, more evil, being more of a bitch than necessary. Okay, so let's talk about the devil. Holy Spirit, what you got for the devil? The devil here in the upright. Devil in the upright is being clarified by the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in the upright, and the 5 of Cups is in reverse. Remember, I said somebody wants to restore your faith. This is somebody who wants to come back and apologize and try to get things back under control here with the Emperor energy. So here with the 5 of Swords, like I said, that's restoring your faith. They're probably in regret for how they behaved. They're in regret for their toxic behaviors. And so now they want to restore your faith and try to bring it back together again. This is somebody who was probably, not only were they on drugs or alcohol and just being karmic for no damn reason. This is somebody who was probably in their ego. And so now, and wanting to win at all costs, now they want to come back and apologize for their behavior. They want to act like they got some sense as the Emperor here, Aries energy, and apologize to you. So this is what they want to do. I want to come in and I want to apologize to Aries and I'm not saying apologize to Aries. The Emperor is Aries, but I want to apologize and try to get stuff back under control and be responsible. Now, the Five of Swords is Aquarius, and then we have the Five of Cups, which is Scorpio. Okay, so let's talk about the Sun here in reverse. Hello, Darlene. Welcome to the channel. So this person was creating a lot of unhappiness and a lot of stress. Let's talk about the Sun. Six of Swords is in reverse. The King of Pentacles is in reverse. And woo, this might hurt is in reverse. Yeah. So you were unhappy because it felt like you went back to something where somebody was just mean and selfish. It was like pulling teeth. Being with whoever you were with, the unhappiness came back because, see, when you are in the Six of Swords, this is not moving towards peace. This is revisiting the fire, the problem, the headache. You went back to revisit it. Now, why? I don't know. Maybe you had thoughts that if I go back over here to my person, things are going to be different. It looks like things are worse. So somebody went back to someone, and then this person was selfish. The King of Pentacles is in reverse, Taurus energy here. And so when this energy is in reverse, not only are they selfish, but this is somebody who is unstable. They're very selfish. They're like, they don't share money. They think about themselves. They're a bit of a miser, think of like an Uncle Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to share money. And then they're very, they're all self-focused. And then working with this person was very hard. You see how she's trying to battle this beast, and like her face is turning red. The beast's eyes is turning red. It's like somebody was wrestling with another person. Now, I don't know what was going on with you and your person, but if y'all was being physical and it got like this was hard. I don't know if the arguments was hard. I mean, because your person was so damn selfish. And it was like, and then see, Six of Swords is, like I said, going back to the fire, going back to the problem. And it was like, man, it just looked like somebody was going through it. It was very, very hard to work with this person. They were not making it easy, and it was stressing someone the hell out. You were losing sleep. You probably cried a lot. Somebody was frustrated as all hell because it was like you could not catch a break. See how these swords literally go around her entire, from the front all the way to the back. It almost reminds me of like a clock. So it was like somebody morning, noon, and night was just always keeping you just stressed the hell out. And I see somebody being very frustrated because, see, and even notice how the progressions of the sword. So it's like, how like when you first wake up in the morning and somebody says, you just be like, oh, good morning. And then they got a little attitude. That's a small sword. And then as the day progresses, it just seems like they just get worse and worse and worse. And then by the time you go to bed, it's like they're still being bad, but it kind of lessens as the day goes on. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. Hello, Daphne, the Brooklyn Latina, Evie Eve, Glitch, Harbor, H. Borney, how you doing? Empress Tina, how y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. All right, Indigo Energy, how you doing? So whoever this is, you was losing sleep, lots of sleep. And like I said, this person, it may have not taken much to set this person off. It may have started small, and as the day progressed, it just blew up. And by the time you went to bed, you weren't over it, but maybe the arguments weren't as heavy. One of the things that was stressing you out was that this person does not work. You came back to a situation that you thought was going to get you out of the cold. Maybe you were in a Page of Pentacles situation and you went back over here thinking, okay, if I go over here to this person, it's supposed to be better, at least financially, right? Well, you went over here thinking you're going to get out the cold, but this person don't like to work and there is barely any money. So it's almost like part of the thing that stresses you out too. Like maybe you got over here on false pretenses. Somebody told you that they was going to be this, that, and the other. And then you get over here and it's like, oh, this ain't what you, This ain't what you said it was. You know how, like, let me give you an example. You know how, like, if somebody tells you, you know, I don't have uh such and such, like, house bill or a car bill because it's paid for. But then when you get over here, oh well, I'm almost done paying on it. I don't have it paid all the way off, but I'm real close. Now you got to come up with money that you may not have, but whoever this is, they don't have something. But they told you that y'all was gonna come out the cold like they had it, but they don't. This is somebody who don't even like to work. They don't like to work and they barely have any money at all. So it's like you believe somebody that was broke. And now you stressed out because I guess you thought it was going to be something. This is somebody, I mean, you manifested the situation. Let's talk about a magician. What's up, John Levatis and user FS and collective for insight. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so let's talk about this magician. The magician is being clarified by the King of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Chariot in the upright. And I'm sorry, y'all, I forgot to name the signs. So we got Aries, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Then we have Taurus with the King of Pentacles. Six of Swords is Aquarius. Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. Page of Pentacles is Virgo. Five of Pentacles is Taurus. Chariot, Cancer. Four of Pentacles is Capricorn. King of Wands is Leo. All right. And the Magician is Gemini. So here it is. You, whoever this was, they went back to, I'm telling you, I see it. You got yourself involved in a situation that you thought was going to be successful. That was going to have a lot of forward movement because you thought this person could release money to you. So you believe this person, that I think you thought that they was like some sort of leader. That they was real fine, good looking. They was somebody you should listen to because they seemed like they had leadership qualities. But this person is not a leader. This is somebody who they're very irresponsible. So it's like they look like they had all the tools necessary to grow and to, like, guide you into, like, money or something. But it looked like somebody was deceived, honey. I see somebody who was deceived. You thought somebody was going to release money. Y'all was going to have all this forward movement and it was going to be all successful. And shoot. No, this person lazy, don't want to work. They make stuff hard. And then it's like they keep coming at you. They got an attitude problem. This person is like real mean. They real mean, real aggressive. They're very negative in how they talk. And one of the things too is like now they talking about they want to come towards you and get things under control. But this is being clarified by the devil. You see what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh, I want to act like I want to be responsible now. But this person has already showed you that they're a liar. They say that they got the tools necessary, but then they're irresponsible. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they don't work even. So it's like you say you want to be an emperor, but you really a Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You don't even like to work. So it's like there's a lot of contradictions I'm getting. Somebody person lied to them. They contradicted themselves. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that. You know, people do that. People will put, like, what do we call that? Putting 20 on 10. You know, you'll woof something up like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. And then don't be nothing like that. Just a liar. Whoever this is, they was lying their ass off, making themselves seem like they had leadership qualities, that they're a provider, that they got it going on. But this is somebody who is lazy, don't want to work, and they're a shit starter. So they always start like, and they got a bad attitude. Let's talk about that bad attitude with the Queen of Swords. This person mean as evil. Mean and evil. So it's like they sold you that they had their ish together, but really this person is mean as hell. They don't have nothing together. And they're crazy. What's up, the dragon? How you doing? And Janetta, hot. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. All right. Yeah. So this is somebody who is really mean and evil. Let's talk about the Queen of Swords here in the upright. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. See, this is somebody you can't put no confidence in because this person, like, they don't look out. See, they telling you they want to be an emperor, but they're really a Page of Pentacles. They're saying that, like, they want to, like, they're going to try to get stuff under control, but this person's already a liar. That's number one. Let's start there. This person lies. And see, the Queen of Swords in reverse, that's a liar. They lie, and on top of being a mean ass. This is somebody who fights with you every chance they get. 7 of Wands. Every chance they get, they fighting you, blocking you. Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who does not look out for you at all. And then with the Queen of Wands, is this a same-sex relationship? We got 2 queens on top of each other. What is going on? Is somebody in denial of their sexuality and taking it out on their person? Like, are you in a straight relationship but you really homosexual, or you're either in a straight relationship and you really homosexual, or you're in a homosexual relationship and you really want to be straight? Something is wrong here. But 2 queens are now on top of each other, clarifying this queen. So there is some sort of same-sex something going on here. And maybe you feel part of why you don't want to, you fight so hard and lie to your person is because somebody is lying to themselves. You keep fighting, but you're fighting who you are. Somebody, first of all, your karmic is all hell, but somebody go there. So I don't know if we're talking about, and if you're not a lesbian couple, it's a gay couple, but somebody here is not. But they do block you. So they got you over here. They're mean to you. They fight with you. They don't look out for you. You're losing confidence in the relationship. Your person may also be a whore because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. So you might be dealing with somebody who's blocking you all the time because they're out here sleeping around. And then this is somebody who don't even look after you. Like they told you, oh, we're going to get out the cold. Oh, they act like they got their money together, but they don't. This is somebody who is actually they're not climbing up this financial ladder. They're selfish. So I don't know what is going on. And like I said, part of all of this could also be that somebody's battling with their sexuality. And this is the energy at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's in a mental prison on why their person keeps self-sabotaging. I think it's because they're gay and they just don't want to admit it. I'm going to just keep it 100. Somebody, listen, y'all, I don't know what the hell's going on. I get it. I mean, no, I don't. I can't 100% say I get it, but I am an empath, so I can kind of put myself in people's shoes and understand when I pick up in the energy. I can understand somebody being very, very frustrated. And so it's like we kind of touched on it yesterday. People sometimes, when they're questioning sexuality, they're never satisfied. So if you are dating a man, this man can't do no right by you. He can't do any right. You always like nitpicking him. He can't, no matter how good, how sweet he is, he could take you to dinners, buy you gifts, take you on trips, put gas in your car, be like the perfect husband figure. And no matter what he do, you still ain't satisfied because they ain't where you want to be. And same thing goes if this is a man dating a woman. No matter what she do, she bend over backwards, cook, clean, sex you up real good. Whatever she do is just not enough. And she looking at you like, what? I am tired of arguing with you. I'm tired, like you angry. Somebody is angry and they're putting it off on a person. And this person is becoming stressed out and sad. Because I'm going to be honest with you. You know what this is? Projection. You're confusing and mad at yourself. Because you're not ready to face who you are. And it's like you spilling out on whoever this is. And this person's over here just going, okay, I came back over here thinking it was going to be one thing. It was supposed to be a good relationship. And it's really trash. This is toxic as hell. I don't want to be a part of this. This is toxic. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know if you knew this person had a same-sex option. So it's stressing you out because you are like, what the hell is going on? Why is we always arguing? Why ain't nothing I do good enough? You tell me we going to get out the cold. We never out the cold. And your person is like not even really trying. So it's like one person, because I see it, because it said something about you thought that this was going to be equal reciprocity. And it ain't. With the, what did we have, the 6 of Pentacles or something came out here? Yeah, earlier when I was looking at the bottom of the deck, I seen the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you thought you was gonna have equal reciprocity. There is none. Ain't nothing but mental prison, self-sabotage. You got up, yeah, and see, there was some third parties here. So maybe you came back to something thinking you was gonna heal it, but your person is, look at this, King of Cups. Self-absorbed, only think about their feelings, their wants, their needs, their desires. Somebody's lying out here, and the truth is about to set somebody free. Welcome, collective, for insight and your Maya. How y'all doing? I know if I already said hey to you, please just take it and be happy. Hello, sweet Dika. How you doing? Faithful to the divine. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. All right. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. This is somebody. I'm gonna let you go, sweet Dika, because you keep repeating yourself and you taking over my chat with this nonsense. Goodbye, honey. We don't do that. You don't keep repeating yourself. That's doing too much. That's rude. So goodbye. Hello, Charity Ward. Hello, Joel. How are you, Joel? Welcome. User FS, do you want me to call you by a name instead of user? What is your name? Can you please put a name, sweet pea? Hello, Lex. How you doing? So I got somebody out here who now wants to boss up. This is funny too, because I was just listening to a reading. Somebody was talking about a lavender marriage. For those who don't know what a lavender marriage is, it's when you marry somebody knowing that they are homosexual or lesbian or whatever, LGBTQ, and you're straight, but y'all agree to marry each other, even though you're never going to have sex with this person because they don't like you and you don't like them like that, but y'all come together for financial reasons. You will buy a house. You will do all the stuff that a couple could do. Sometimes y'all go on vacation together. You just don't have sex with each other because your person wants to go be with whoever they want to be with. It is what it is. Welcome, I am 37. So whoever you are, you thought that this was going to be a successful relationship with money that was going to be released. It's not. This person, like I said, is very irresponsible, very irresponsible. So the world is here. You want to end stuff with the devil. You can't take it. I don't want to take it. This blows. This sucks ass. I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do it. So the world is here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So you're ready to call it quits and put an end to the madness. I don't even want to do it, whether you're a leader or not. Whether you step up as the emperor and try to show up for me, I don't even care at this point. I just want the cycle to be over, which makes sense because somebody's stressed out and sad, right? So here with the two of swords, though, this other person wants to close the cycle out on being toxic. They don't want to be toxic anymore. They want to come out of a stalemate. They don't want you to feel like you got to protect yourself from them. They're wanting to come out of being toxic and maybe show you that, I can be better. I don't have to be a mean ass or a bitch. I can take the swords out of your back. So here it is. So basically, somebody who is confused about their sexuality wants to come back to you, try to work it out with you, despite the fact that you're normally mean as hell to them and put 10 swords in their back, have them stressed all the way out, losing sleep. But whoever this is, they're not ready to come out the closet. So here we go. So we're coming over here and we're going to ask, we're going to take the swords out of our person's back after we didn't talk to them and treat them like doo-doo. So this is what you don't see. They're going to try to take the swords out of your back because they think that financially, y'all could probably have a great lavender marriage. I don't even know what to say. Because they looking at you like y'all going to be successful. But this is somebody who don't give to you when it comes to money. They don't have none. They don't have no money to give. So how y'all going to be the 10 of Pentacles? I see the moon in front of him. So they can't see, you can't see how you going to be successful with this person. You don't even see that this person is going to come and try to take the swords out. And you don't see that they actually believe that they can have 10 Pentacles with you, a very stable home life, even though they never gave to the relationship. And it looks like they didn't give to it because they want to be somewhere else. They want to be with someone else. Okay, welcome Scorpio star Carmela. Whoo, child, this energy heavy. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles here in the upright, Page of Wands in the upright, Queen of Pentacles, by the way, is Capricorn, Queen of Wands, Leo, Ten of Pentacles, Virgo, and what is that? The Seven of Wands, Leo. All right, now we got the Seven of Pentacles. Out here is Taurus, Page of Wands, Aries, Hierophant, Taurus, Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Queen of Cups, Cancer, but sometimes I say Pisces for the Queen of Cups. All right. I like to say Pisces actually for the Queen of Cups. And then we got the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius. Whoever this is, you walked away from them. I mean, I think because whoever this is, you saw your person had lots of options. Clearly, there's third parties here because I seen it earlier. The Three of Swords was in reverse. Somebody had to walk away because somebody was pouring into. Look at all these cups they was pouring into. Woo! Somebody's person was out here getting it, pouring in. Look at Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Somebody's person was out here giving away love offers to a lot of people, and to the point where you had to walk away from it. This is somebody. Now this makes sense. Somebody didn't have no damn boundaries. So you went ahead and called it quits because the relationship between you and your person was going slow here with the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like I'm seeing the collective actually boss up in that Aries energy as the Emperor and going, you know what, let's just end this. Let me just take control over my life and we can just end this. What's up, JP the guy and Nora CU? GK, how you doing? I'm not taking personal questions, GK. All right. So here it is. I see you collective is stepping up and initiating the energy of let's just end this. Things between me and you are going slow. Now, right when you say things between the two of y'all are going slow, here they come. Remember, they want to come out of stalemate. They want to get something off the ground. Now, oddly, you're probably like, don't want to hear it. Because look at how hard things have been between the two of y'all. You're like, no, what now you talking about you want to get stuff off the ground. You want to come out of a stalemate. And you're not really buying it because this person has hurt you. Now they talking about they want to take the swords out of your back, but you like, nah, we already single. I don't want to work with you. Hierophant is like you don't want to be in a committed relationship with this person. You would rather be single. Even if it takes you a long time to grow stuff, to get things off the ground, because instead of it being two, it's just one, but this you was in a one-sided situation anyway. It looks like you do better when you're by yourself. And maybe that's something you did not see with the Wheel of Fortune here. I do better by myself. The wheel turns in my favor when I'm by myself. As opposed to in a relationship. See, that's why the Hierophant's in reverse. So whoever you are, you tend to do better. Your scales balance out when you're single. And you start showing yourself self-love. So this is what I have. So when you are showing yourself self-love, boy, your life gets real stable, real fast. 10 Pentacles. Even if this person doesn't work with you. Now, this person had no boundaries. This is why y'all's relationship was growing really, really, really slow. It was having a hard time getting off the ground. What's up, those by Bay? What's your name? Baybon Brothers. How you doing? Alicia Lopez, welcome. Yvonne, how you doing? Okay, I'm going back to the bottom. So this is interesting. Yeah, see, this relationship, this person had no boundaries. And this is why you feel like, listen, here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this person that was not investing in you. You felt like there was no equal reciprocity, and now you know why. It's because they don't have any boundaries with who their options are. Remember, they had 7 cups that they was offering love options to. This is somebody who was lying to you, doing all kinds of. It wasn't fair. The stuff that you was doing, where this person was doing to you, it wasn't fair. it wasn't right, because see, now they want to take swords out of your back. So this is letting me know this person was hurting you all the time, out here acting like they single when they not, acting like they're single when they're not. This person is in a whole committed relationship with you, but having questions about their sexuality, not saying nothing, to over here dogging you. And I see it because I started the reading saying, whoever this looks like mental, emotional, and verbal, possibly physical abuse. And I see why. This person's mad that they like the same sex. Who you mad for? What you mad for? So they fighting you, being mean to you, because this is where they want to be. And you sitting over here taking it with your sweet little ass self. Whoever you are, you nice as hell. So this person is projecting on you, and you just sitting here taking blow after blow, insult after insult, with all this verbal abuse, mental and emotional abuse from this person who can not figure themselves out and acting like it's your fault. And you just sitting here like, you're a sweetheart, but this is how you feel. My sweetheart, depressed, sad, can't sleep, stressed the hell out, up all night worrying, probably because you're being gaslit. Being gaslit. Person lies to you. They talk down to you. I see it. This person mean as hell to you. They don't give to you. It's like you're really in a one-sided relationship. Now they want to come back and apologize for all the things that they've done behind your back. Because didn't I just say, whoever you are successful when you're by yourself. What's this 6 of Wands in the upright? Yep. Okay, wait. Yeah, 6 of Wands is on the upright. So whoever you are successful. Whenever you get single by yourself, the wheels turns in your favor. Now you sitting on top of the world and you feel good about yourself after all the stuff you've been through. This person was doing a lot of unfair things behind your back, a lot of things that kept your scales out of balance. They really weren't giving to the relationship emotionally. Financially, they told you that it was going to be one thing. It's not. This is somebody who is basically, they don't work. They're not showing up to the table with any type of energy other than negative, basically using you as a punching bag for their emotions. Like they're just spilling out, talking to you sideways. And whoever you are, you was just sitting here taking it. Now, when you got single from this person, that's when stuff started turning for you. And that's what you didn't see. That when you separated yourself from this energy, that's when you started to be successful. That's when you started to go, oh, I can get to the 10 of Pentacles by myself. Okay, I like focusing on self-love actually got you to the 10 of Pentacles without somebody. What's up, Brittany and Ronnie and Mojo Music? Shamika Jackson, how you doing? Welcome. This is not everybody's story, so take it as a brother's names. Hello, Philippe. How you doing, Philippa? How you doing? Welcome, Tyreek. How are you, baby? All right. Seven of Cups here is in the upright. Oh, and Queen of Cups, I think I told y'all, I said Pisces is what I like to say. But some people say Cancer. Oh, the water sign. Okay, so we got 7 of Cups here, which is Scorpio. The 9 of Cups, which is Pisces, is in the upright. See, somebody had a lot of options. That was a personal wish fulfillment. And this is why y'all's relationship could not be stable. So it does look like somebody is cheating with multiple options. So somebody could be bisexual. I mean, I don't know, unless they out here running around with this. I mean, somebody is same sex. So there's some questions about somebody's sexuality, but they are also heavily dating multiple options. And that is their wish fulfillment. Somebody loves dating. Lots of options. And this is why they don't have no boundaries. I have no boundaries with these love options. Ooh, who do I want to try today? I think I want a little clam today. Or maybe I want some sausage. Or maybe I'll just do both. Somebody don't know what the hell they want. And this is why y'all could, every time you could wonder, like, damn, they just keep doing me dirty. You sitting over here wondering why y'all's relationship you can't get to marriage. Why is the relationship unstable? Why the money ain't together? Because this person don't give a damn about you because they're out here playing like they're single. What's up, Abundant Beauty? I don't like this. See, this is somebody who you thought, yeah, this person, this is what I was going to say earlier. This is somebody who now wants to heal stuff with you because now, remember I just said, collective, you're better when you're by yourself. This is Nine of Pentacles energy. So whoever you are, you have healed. And now you single, sexy, and independent. And now that you independent and don't need to work with nobody, here comes Big Head in a mental prison because now you independent and you're doing better without them. But this is somebody who wasn't even sure about you because they're not even sure about themselves because they're not admitting what they really like. So it looks like, and I'm going to just keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck. What I see out here is I see somebody who is same sex, who you're not in between. You're not really bisexual, but I see somebody who is in denial out here dating multiple love options, trying to figure it out. So you probably, whoever this is, probably dating men and women. But I see that you have made your mind up, but you're mad at yourself because you don't want to be. It's like, I don't know. Somebody's not accepting who they are. So you over here dog walking somebody in a collective who loves you, who's nice to you, who came back to you to make something work, and all you doing is beating this person down. So collective had to go and close the cycle, focus on themselves, build themselves up, heal from third parties, all this shit that was going on, and now they didn't took off because they have found their voice. They have found themselves. That's what I see. What's up, Black Vodka? Thank you for the laughing disco. So whoever you are now successful because you have a brand new start. You stepped into the unknown. And what did you do? You went off into the unknown by yourself. And it was a very victorious new start for you. Now you're being celebrated for taking a leap of faith and choosing you. So collective chose yourself. Collective is all right. But this is the background story. So somebody else, though, yeah, you had to stop giving to whoever this is. You collective, you stopped giving, went and had a brand new start, and the wheels start turning in your favor. Now, this person, they had no boundaries with love options. They was just taking whatever they wanted to do. Their personal wish fulfillment, they didn't give a damn if you liked it, was sad about it. They didn't care. They knew that them overindulging is why y'all couldn't get nothing off the ground, why y'all's relationship was unstable, and it was never going to have the new start. It was never going to have a new start because they was never going to give 2 dimes to it. This is somebody who was just basically with you, using you, riding it out, using you as a punching bag till they figured themselves out. And that's not fair. Because see, the only thing this person was doing was basically, this is what they do. Meet somebody, talk to them. Excuse my language. I'm going to just say what I heard. I heard the F word out here effing them for some money. Getting up effing people for money. This is sexual impulsive energy. That Knight of Wands. I'm out here just having sex with whoever can give me some money. Because whoever this is, they don't have any. But they saw themselves as an emperor, but you really a page. Like, what the hell? Somebody's ego is inflated. How you lying? You say you're an emperor, but you're a page. You say you got it going on that you're going to release money, but you don't have none. And then you mistreating somebody who is nice to you, who really want to love you, who don't even know what the hell is going on, who had to end up eventually letting go, choosing themselves, I guess, while you went to figure yourself out. Welcome, Jordan. What's up, Tanya and Amber? What's up, Ernest? This your story time, Amber. I see you. What's up, BK? I just see somebody who's just like, hey, I'm gonna just choose me because I don't know what the hell going on. Okay, now this person with no boundaries wants to leave third parties alone. Even though their personal wish fulfillment is to still be selfish. Even though my personal wish fulfillment is to be selfish, I'm gonna leave these third parties alone because oh look, somebody wants to give you the Ace of Cups. So somebody wants to come in and have a love start. We got Aries here with the Fool, Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Queen of Cups. I think I said Pisces, Six of Wands, Leo, Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups, Cancer, Three of Cups, Cancer. Hey, Brandon, Root, Z, what's up? Or Root Sleepy, or what is that? Yvonne, how you doing? Ten of Cups is in the upright. Okay, so yeah. So this is somebody who you weren't going to get a new start with them because, like I said, they weren't giving to the situation. Now they want to leave third parties alone. And even though their personal wish fulfillment is probably still third parties, and to be selfish, they're wanting to come in and make you a love offer and tell you that they see you as their happily ever after. This will be, if you fall for this is a lavender marriage. All the way. All the way. Because see, this person now they don't want third parties. So the person who didn't give to you is not going to say, I'm not giving to third parties anymore. And look what came out right behind that. Right behind this Three of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Ten of Cups, Pisces. So here it is. Somebody now wants to have a new start and tell you, you're my happily ever after. Even though they never worked with you. Never worked with you. Never gave a damn about you. Never tried to build wealth with you. Now they want to say, I don't want to get to the third parties no more. I want to partner with you. Now somebody wants to play like they want to, I know what I want now. I don't believe that this person, from what I'm seeing in these cards, I am not getting bisexual. Somebody is what they are, and they are. I don't know even how to say it. They are what they are. They're dating around, and they're projecting stuff on the people, using people for their finances. And when they see now that you are single, independent, and rich, now they want to come back and partner with you, Gemini with the Lovers. I can't be with third parties because collective ain't gonna go for that shit. So I'm gonna leave that stuff alone, and I'm gonna come over here and partner up. And now I want to be with you. This person is full blown lesbian or full blown, like ain't no in between. They do date multiple options, but I don't believe that they're dating options. It says their personal wish fulfillment is to be in open relationships. But I think that this is because somebody is running from the truth of what they really are and what they really like. And it's 2026. Who cares? Who cares? Let your freak flag fly, baby. Who cares? But this person is selfish. They don't think about nobody. This selfish ass person wants to pretend they want to be in love with you. I see it. I'm selfish. I'm selfish as hell. But I'm about to come in here and pretend I want you. I need you. I want a relationship with you. This person ain't got a love bone in their body. They don't. They don't. They ain't got a love bone. They don't. What's up, Silk Lids and Marilyn and Brandon? I see y'all. This person is just, I'm seeing a user. And if you allow this, you will be in that. I told you, somebody gonna be in a lavender marriage, honey. You be sharing somebody. The Two of Cups, did you want that in reverse? Yep. See, I'm telling you, This person wants to talk to you about y'all partnering up. High priestess, they want to come in, reveal secrets, and talk about y'all becoming divine, like the divine feminine, divine masculine. Can we partner up? But the truth is, this selfish ass person, didn't I just say somebody they don't love nobody? Child, there is a vacancy. Somebody's heart chakra damn near look closed right here with the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. This person ain't about the love. They overindulge because they want to. This ain't nobody who is about no love, honey. But she said they're gonna be in your face, so let's resurrect this relationship. Love bombing you. All because they're unstable. What's up, Tanya? Tanya Taylor and Amber Scrudo, Screw2 or something like that. What's up, Karmas? How you doing, Karmas? I ain't seen you in a long time. We got the Ace of Swords. Oh, now somebody wants to come in and tell you the truth. Did they see you as their happily ever after? Can you believe this? This is what they want to tell you. They want victory and success. I want to marry you. You're what I want. I want the 10 of Cups with you. I want to start with you. Please resurrect this relationship so I can pour love on you. This is what they want. Now, this person they don't have no, I'm telling you, their heart chakra's closed. That would be a lie. And I think I said earlier, didn't I say earlier? I said, y'all, this reading looks like nothing but contradictions. I'm an emperor, but I'm really a page. I want to love you, but the truth is, I don't love nobody. I want to work with you, but me and you ain't never been balanced. Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius. They say one thing, but when the smoke clears, it's really something else. This person don't love you. They don't love you. I don't like it. They don't love you. They don't. They don't. And I'm sorry if you was wanting them to come back and you had hope for it, child. You're gonna be somebody punching bag all over again. Hello, Leo, Butterfly TG, John Dillon, Veronica Andrews. Hey, boo, Veronica Boston. I see you. Whoever this is, they want to play with you. And so it's like you got to protect yourself. When this conversation come in, you got to be ready to put the final nail in the coffin. Cause honey, they gonna say they gonna want to heal, but eventually they just gonna walk away from you again. Why? Because they're gonna self-sabotage again. This is somebody who out here, they're not ready to admit who they are to themselves, let alone to you. So I see somebody out here playing with multiple people, not just you, multiple people of the opposite sex, trying to convince themselves, I am straight. I am. You're not. You're not. You're not. They're not. And I'm not trying to piss nobody off with this reading. I'm reading the cards. I'm reading the energy. Somebody is not ready to accept who they are for whatever reason. So it's like you out here being wild, like eventually you're going to like it, but you don't. But I do also see there's a second component to why you're doing it is to use people for their money because you don't have any. So you like to look like an emperor even though you're a page. So you're a clout chaser. Somebody's a liar. You lie to yourself about everything. How much money you have, your sexuality. You lie to people, tell them you love them when you don't. Your heart chakra's closed. This person don't like nobody. You have sex with them, but you having sex for a purpose. It ain't just because you just want to. The ones you really want to have sex with is the same sex. But you will have sex with somebody of the opposite sex for money. So you're using them. You're walking contradiction who has not accepted who you are. You don't want to admit who you are. Your money ain't together. You ain't got nothing really together. And you confused. Somebody ain't gonna like me tonight. Oh well. What's up, Renelle? And I'm not trying to piss nobody off, but I see it in the energy. Like, who the hell is this? Just straight line. What's up, Lee Crunches? Nobody just out here just lying their ass off. Page of Cups is in the upright. See, you barely got any. You want to talk about having a divine partnership, but child, you ain't really got no emotion to give. You really can't even fake this shit because you really ain't the loving type. You're really a Page of Cups. Selfish, immature, think about yourself. You're not really ready. But you don't say, I want to be with you. See, why are you going to do this? Because you want to reverse the tower with somebody you don't even love. So you're going to get up, come towards them, try to resurrect the relationship, try your damnedest to look like what love is. All because you're unstable and don't have no money. So basically, you out here dating multiple love options and looks like you have exhausted all of them. And now that you see collective is over here minding their business, drinking their water, making their money. Well, since they got their bag up, why don't I go on over here and use them? Because that's basically what you're doing with all these other opposite sex options. You're using them for their money. But you protect your same sex option. You'll fight somebody to the nail for that. So you protect your boo, but you use all other, whatever your opposite is, that's who is being used for money. So F them. If it's a man, F women. I don't like women. And if it's a woman who don't like men, F all men. So you using men. But you very protective of your same sex relationship, even though your heart chakra's closed. What's up, Benny? And Tracy. This is so here you go, trying to get up, come towards this new person. And you're going to try to say the truth is, I want to heal, baby. Look at that. You want to heal. Libra energy, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio. You want to heal because you see this person as your 10 of Cups. Okay. That's what your mouth say. So here, with the King of Swords here in the upright, you're trying to make a head over heart decision. This is what you want to do. So this is somebody trying to look at the long game. From a higher perspective, it makes sense to go over here with them because they got money. They could provide for me. They can help me to live this lifestyle that I'm faking that I am. I need to look like an emperor even though I'm a page. I need to look like money even though I don't. So whoever this is, they attach themselves to people who have it going on. But they're really in balance. See, a King of Swords is supposed to be somebody who is good at what they do. But it looks like this person, what they're good at is conning. This is a con artist. What's up, Ariel? See? I'm out of balance, but what I'm good at is getting money. How do I get money? By getting other people. This is what they do. They come in here and get other people in a mental mind F. Tell them, oh, baby, I'm bad. We can work it out. This person's a liar. Whoever you are, you're a liar. Whoever this is, they're a liar. Straight liar. Liar and a cheater. And a user. So you use the opposite sex because you don't like them. So it's like F them. If I don't like women, F women. I'm going to use every woman for her money. Let that bitch pay my bills. That's how you feel? And it's a woman just doing men like that. I don't like men. So I'm going to let them pay my bills. And you going to fake and lie to somebody who didn't even hurt you just because they have more money. They doing well now without you. They're not your punching bag anymore. But now you see they got their money way up. You willing to fake the funk, to promise them marriage and love and all of this, but you really don't. You don't have any of that. Truth be told, see? Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. The final nail is in the coffin, baby. You're going to leave this person out here in isolation. You don't have no emotional, they ain't got no emotions for you. None. Even though they're going to rush towards you, very impulsive. Let's be the lovers. Divine partnership. They don't love you like that, though. And eventually, it's going to show. This is somebody you're going to be out here alone, feeling like you got to protect yourself. This is for. I'm telling you, they don't care like that. The only reason this person's coming back to you is because they don't want to carry their burdens by themselves. See, Tower in reverse with the 10 of Wands. I don't want to carry my burdens by myself. And this selfish ass person whose first thought is self is to come make you help them carry these burdens. What's up, Ariel the one? Because see, didn't I just say it? They're going to get up and come towards you, but they can't help it. They don't like your sex. So if you're a man playing with a lesbian woman, or you're a woman playing with some man that you know who is all the way gay but ain't came out of the closet, they're going to self-sabotage you. They're going to be right back being mean to you, cheating on you, and driving you crazy. Because whoever this is, they ain't ready. They ain't ready. And so they ain't ready. Didn't I just say they ain't ready? There they go. Right back using you for some money. They're coming back to heal stuff with you, all for some money. It's all for some money. It ain't got nothing to do with love. What's up, Arizona 79 love? 2 of Wands is in reverse. See, this person don't have everything they need. So their thought is, I'm going to come over here to you. I don't like you anyway. This person don't like men, or they don't like women. So I'm going to use you for money. I don't like you anyway. But I know you enough to be able to pull this money up off you. But they don't like you. I'm telling you now. And they going to self-sabotage you. Soon as they get this money, they gone. Because they gone. Look, gone. Didn't I just say they gone? Right back to putting you in competition with other options. Pretending like, though, this person's a walking contradiction. Pretending, I'm not going to juggle you. I'm not a Page of Pentacles. I'm an Emperor. This person is a liar. Liar. Pants on fire. Is your ass hot? Because you lie all the time. Pants is burning, child. This is somebody who's going to have you right back in the 5 of Wands, which is chaos and conflict. Pretending like, I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm not going to juggle you. I'm not. But see, collective, you shouldn't already know what this is going to be. Hangman is in reverse. Your light bulb should have been came on when you got away from this person. What time it is? What's up, raccoon peanut butter? Lies through all them gaps. Oh, I guess. Okay, Ace of Wands is in reverse. This is somebody you already know, because your light didn't came out. You need to go in a different direction, because you already know this person's going to come in and self-sabotage you. You already know. I can't now. I need to go over here. I need to go completely opposite of what this person's saying. What's up, Adolf? How you doing, baby? Because see, they're going to come back and they're going to try to heal. But this person don't like you. I'm telling you, this person don't like you. The only reason they're healing is because they don't have what they need. What do they need? Money. And somebody that they can sucker. And I'm going to be honest with you. As a straight woman, and I'm going to be honest, I can't even imagine being played by some man that, like, you don't even like me and you trying to play me. You getting played by a gay man. And if you're a man, you get played by this lesbian who ain't like she like you. Don't bit more like you than nothing. They don't like you. They don't like. They don't want to talk about how they don't like you either. But they don't like you, honey. They ain't got an ounce of romance for you. That's the secret. Knight of Cups. They ain't got an ounce. Scorpio energy, Page of Swords, Gemini. Somebody ain't got an ounce of love. Pisces with the Hangman here. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. I ain't lying. Somebody don't like you at all. But they going to get up and come towards you. like a bat out of hell, offering you dang-a-lang or vagina. They will sleep with the opposite sex, but can't stand them. But very protective over this same-sex relationship. That's they. Now I ain't giving my heart away because this person don't love nobody, but they gonna protect that relationship. So here they come rushing towards you, pretending they like you. Baby, I love you. You so sweet. Acting like they want to give to the relationship. Remember, this is somebody whose heart chakra. They are the King of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in the upright. And it said that this person is the Two of Cups is in reverse. They do not love you, baby. But then they're gonna come in, pretend like they told you, walk in contradiction. Then I've been saying it. I love you, but I'm about to put your ass in the eight of swords. I'm gonna come in and love bomb you, but then I'm gonna leave you bound up and in confusion. Somebody who love you would not put you in the eight of swords. But here they come with their sweet nothings. Eight of wands. Because you are in the hangman in reverse, you're supposed to see this, that this is really a hopeless situation. Star in reverse. You're supposed to see that this is hopeless, that you need to pump your brakes. Don't go forward with this person, especially with them rushing towards you to have sex with you. If you even got an inkling about what I'm telling you, that you've been wondering if your person, like, they ain't satisfied no matter what I do. It just, and I see it. I see it. You have been going through it emotionally, mentally, verbally, abusive. Like, it could have even been physical. And you kept wondering, like, damn, what's going on? They coming towards you with all this sexual passion. Pump your brakes. Because this is somebody who is actively in a same-sex connection, where they're having sex with the opposite sex for money. And you use them. And the only reason this person's coming back to you is because you're the empress. But as soon as you give them money, empress, there they go, right back out the damn door. So here it is. I'm coming to love bomb the empress. But the truth is, I'm about to have the empress out here in the eight of swords because I'm about to turn around and leave it just as quick as I come in. This person's going to leave you as soon as they get there. So as soon as you get comfortable and thinking, oh, okay, we're about to be together. There they go again. Strength is in reverse. Leo energy, Scorpio with the death. You know that if this person comes back to you, it's not because they want the relationship to have endurance. It's not because if they come back, they ain't gonna do nothing to make you weak. How? Because they're gonna hit you in your pockets. They're gonna actually leave you. They come back to you. Spirit, look at that. Death is in reverse. They come back, you gonna be in a hopeless situation. So truth be told, to whoever, if this is your story, Spirit says you are better off in the Nine of Pentacles. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, and I just want to clarify this for the ones of y'all who are same sex that watch me. Your sweethearts. Please do not be offended by this reading. If it don't resonate, please do not be offended. There are a lot of people who are same sex who do not play these types of games, who know who they are, and they don't use the opposite sex. They can have friends of the opposite sex, but they don't play people like this. So this is a very isolated story. So please do not feel like I'm going in on your same, because all y'all don't pull this type of stuff. This is somebody who is not ready to figure themselves out and creating a lot of hellfire, playing with one person's emotions for their finances. But they got lots of other options that they're also using for finances. But it's one in particular they like to beat up on. And it's all because they hiding it. But honey, the truth shall set you free. I don't like it. This whole reading is trash. Thank you, Adolf, for the 1010. He said, a professional manipulator is my baby mama. Preach it, Tasha. So I see it. Whoever is a walking contradiction. I love you. I don't. This person's heart chakra is, I would not be surprised if it feels all the way closed. But they'll have sex with people. They will. For the money. I don't like it. Welcome, Cancer, Love, and Scorpio. I don't like it. May God bless you tenfold, baby, for your 1010 super chat. I can't, it makes me very sad. Because I can imagine the confusion. But see, they're confused. So they're confusing you. But then they're also using you as a punching bag. And they're using you for your finances. They don't bit more like you than a man in the moon. And if your intuition is screaming, I think they've been saying some crazy stuff lately. You better go with it. What's up, Anux? How you doing? I hope you're all right, Arizona. All right, y'all. We got repairing the veil, forgiveness. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This was in reverse. Some things cannot be repaired. Now, forgiveness, you can forgive. Now, they did come in reverse. Now, I don't know. Spirit, you want me to read the reversals on this deck? No. All right, so I'm going to read it in the upright. Spirit says you're going to have to forgive somebody, collective. Even though this person is in confusion, even though they don't know what they like, forgive. In other words, don't let this close your heart chakra. Don't let this make you bitter. Don't do it. Don't let it make you bitter. Put it down, the anger. Put down the resentment. Put down the bitterness. Forgive them. Why am I telling you to forgive them? This almost looks like the Ace of Wands. And it has a bow on it. Because your new beginning or what you're trying to birth is on the other side of this forgiveness. So you got to forgive if you want to get to the other side of things. So please forgive them. Close this out. See, 4 plus 5, that's a 45, is a 9. You want to close the cycle. So if you want to close the cycle, then forgive so you can move on to birth whatever you need to birth. Now, what are you getting ready to birth? Number 54. You got to get ready in a cycle to go towards something new. This says the crossing. You got to be, my hair on my arms just stood up. You got to be initiated. There's an initiation here. Now, you may say, what kind of initiation requires forgiveness? The one that God going to give you, because certain blessings will not come your way if you are in bitterness. So let's talk about it. I don't know. What is initiation here? What is this initiation, Father? Holy Spirit, clarify. Clarify for me what you mean by that. Let the next card clarify this crossing. What is this? You are being asked to step into, it says Watchers Transpersonal. So in other words, this looks like, and then I see it now, because you see the light right here and you see the light right here. You're being asked to ascend. That's the initiation. So if you don't forgive, you're not going to be able to ascend and transcend, transpersonal. This is personal development. You want to transcend to the higher levels of consciousness, then you're going to have to forgive somebody. You're going to have to look at things with Watcher from a high. See, the Watchers was looking at things from a high perspective. You're going to have to look at this from a higher perspective if you want to ascend to a higher level of consciousness. What's up, Lip Gloss by Brandy and Jamie Yabaro? How you doing? It's good to have you here. All right. So it's time. So you're being asked to go over the crossing to initiation, which is a elevation in your consciousness. It says Winter's Dream. You're going to be asked to go sit down and go into hibernation. Winter's Dream is about gestation period. A gestation period would be like hermit mode. So Spirit is getting ready to sit somebody down. We got 3 9s. 999. So it's like closing one cycle, getting ready to walk into a new cycle, but all of these are nines. Lots of completions here. Okay. Because we got 6, 3, 5, 4, and 4, 5. Okay. So winter's dream, you need to go in a hermit mode. You need to go sit down. We have number 33, joyful muse inspiration. When you go sit down, you're going to find things that you are inspired by. Stuff that makes you, you might be like amused. Stuff that inspires you. Some of y'all might be good at music. Some of y'all might be painters. You got some sort of hidden talent that when you go through this transformation, his glasses have butterfly wings on the sides of them. When you go through this transformation and see they're using a cat, and a cat is able to see beyond the veil, which we had repairing the veil. So when you go through this initiation, somebody is going to pick up some spiritual gifts or some talents that you didn't know you had when you go through this transformation. When you start sitting in this gestation period, you're going to pick up some sort of talent, whether it be music, painting, higher levels of insight while he's wearing these glasses, but you are going to go through some sort of metamorphosis. Okay? So get ready. And if it's not writing and stuff like that, then it's whatever. But it's definitely unique to you. What's up, Leo? Yeah, you being asked to dive deep, baby, with number 10. Now, this says deep diver, diving into a task. So in other words, in order for you to dive into a task, you're going to have to be available for the task. So some of y'all, this is why you're being isolated. So you can give it your all. You got to get deep with it. Now, what are we getting deep with? Our emotions. Water has to do with emotions. So guess what? You might be going into, to me, when you get deep with your emotions, that's shadow work. It is very dark on this card. And if you know anything about waters, when you get so far, it get dark down there. So you got to get deep and dark into the certain emotions. And it's going to hurt. And this is why God is being asking you, can you forgive? So when you dive deep, it's going to bring up some things that you may not want to deal with. And it might hurt. But you got to forgive. That's part of your initiation is forgiveness. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Whoever you are, collective, this ain't easy. Let me tell you why. One, because you're going to find out you're being used. You also going to find out that somebody been playing with you. Somebody you thought loved you or cared about you, that you was going to have this, that, and the other with. They playing with you. This person is full on homosexual or LGBTQ. They like whatever they like. I'm getting straight, either gay or lesbian. I ain't really getting the in between. And they playing with you and they using you for money and they're being mean to you. All because they ain't figured themselves out. And when you sit down and you find out, one, they wasted your time. They made a fool out of you. You might get mad. And it's going to be very hard for you because y'all had the 6 of Cups. So this is somebody you've been knowing for a long time. So somebody you've been knowing for a long time and making a fool out of you. So when you get deep with it, see how I'm just talking. That's going deeper into the abyss. The madder you might get. But can you step into the light and forgive? So you can be initiated into a new beginning elsewhere. Cause I ain't gonna lie, cause like when it's all said and done, this person's not your friend. And I know you've been knowing them for a long time, but so to find out somebody been playing with you for a long ass time, you might be real mad. And rightfully so. But you're gonna have to let it go. Thank you, Brandon, for the 100. Yeah, anything is possible. But you're gonna have to forgive. That's part of your initiation is getting over the threshold to forgiveness. Cause see, you got fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Spirit is saying when you get deep with it, you're going to realize that your person is falling into a spiritual sleep. See, I just talked to you about ascending. This person is not. Their heart chakra is closed. They don't see things the way you do. This whole picture looks very distorted. You don't know which way it's coming or going. I guess these would be the wings, but this is just, it just looks. So it says spiritual narcolepsy. So somebody is asleep. It says unmarked trail revelation. See, a lot is going to be revealed to you. Maybe one of the things is that your person is like a fallen angel. That because of like they have spiritual gifts. And this is one of the things that I try to tell everybody. One of the things that I don't know, I can't speak on other readers. I can only tell you what Holy Spirit has taught me. Whenever people could come to me for like your spiritual gift reading, right? If you go, well, what are my gifts? Because you're not really sure what talents you do have or what spiritual gifts you have. Some of the spiritual gifts y'all have that y'all don't even realize that you have. Like, let me give you another one, like an example of something this unusual that you'd be like, that's a spiritual gift. Um, let's say you have the ability to make money real easy. Money come to you real easy, right? Every spiritual gift can be used positively or negatively. You can learn how to make money real quick and do a lot of good and help a lot of people. Or you could be a con artist, make a lot of money real quick and be selfish and don't give none to nobody. Every spiritual gift that people have can be used for good or for evil. Your person over here is not really, they're not there. And so with unmarked trail, when you go into hermit mode over here, remember I told you was going to go through that gestational period, you're going to actually end up on an unmarked trail. So in other words, you have stepped into the unknown. And when you are on this path of the unknown, it's going to be a lot of revelation. A lot of deep things emotions are going to come up. A lot of things you didn't know was getting ready to come up. All because you're in this gestation period with the divine. And it's going to be hard. Some of the things that I'm telling you, some of the stuff you're going to find out. And you're going to have to really take some deep breaths. You're going to have some days you're going to feel like you're over it. Some days you're going to break down. You're going to have a feast of plenty. Now, you may say a feast of plenty. Yes. I need you to notice something about this feast of plenty when I show it to you. It says choices and their consequences. There were lots of choices that could be made here. This looks like a crystal ball. There's a crystal on top of the crystal ball with two swords, and that's a honeybee. This is saying choices. In other words, vision was being given for what choices could be made. And there were two options or two pathways. One that hurt, hence the swords, and one that was sweet, hence the honeybee. Everybody's going to make choices. Your choices, believe it or not only have an effect on you, but it says their consequences. Some of your choices will have a consequence on the person and vice versa for them too. So this person who is asleep, some of their choices will have a consequence for you and vice versa. Now you may say, well, Tasha, how so? Well, sometimes when people do certain things to certain ones, you get the attention of the divine. And the divine will see this person, especially if you don't hit back at this person for all the ugly they did to you. God may bless you. And so technically, this person's ugliness really turned into a blessing for you. Their rejection of you turned into a blessing for you. Hence, their consequence. If they do ugly, their choice, God will sometimes bless you because of how you handled it. Just like if you handled it like a G, a good person, then their consequence may not be so sweet. They got two swords. They might be going through some endings. They might have some blockages. They might have no forward movement. But both of y'all, being that that's a crystal, and a crystal ball is supposed to like represent divination and being able to see into the future. So both of y'all will have future consequences that will affect the other based on your choice. So if they do bad, believe it or not, and you are able to transmute the energy, you might come out with bigger blessings for their foolishness. And just like they can end up with bigger consequences for your choices and how you handle things. Y'all catch what I'm putting down? Okay. Hello, Thera. Comet, Elizabeth, Monica. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. So I just want you to keep that in mind, because I know that sounds real confusing, but yeah. Because just like if I was to quit my job, my choice would have a consequence on my children. See what I'm saying? So we don't always make choices and not understand that they may have a repercussion on someone else. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Oh. All right. It says lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Some of y'all are getting some spiritual enlightenment and lay of the land. You're gaining some ancestral wisdom. Certain things are getting ready to be passed down to you. Thank you, Adolf. Double for your trouble. Yeah, you about to get some wisdom. Some of the wisdom will come from your ancestral line. May God bless you tenfold for your 555 super chat, baby. It says lost compass, getting back to integrity. Now, this is interesting. Notice this is a compass, right? When this person makes choices that leads to certain consequences for you and vice versa. This is lost compass is actually right here with spiritual narcolepsy, fallen angel. Your person is going to be presented with a choice. You can get with this or you can get with that. Now, if they choose to get on path, they can get back to integrity. If they follow the path of light. If they don't, then they won't. See, it says detox. They would have to go through a mind, body, spirit repairing. And they also would have to go into isolation. See how it's like one person inside of a bathtub here, and he has on like some funky headdress. So whoever this is, they would have to go into isolation. And this is almost like going through a spiritual bath with spirit to be cleansed, mind, body, and spirit. They have to, in order for them to find their way back to integrity. Interesting. It says, yeah, because if they do this, if they get cleansed, mind, body, and spirit, then it says jeweled web, they would actually get back online. There's still hope for your person. There goes the Holy Spirit. I don't know if anybody else seen it. There's still hope for them. But they got to want it. And they got to do the work. And so it's not like it's just going to fall out the sky and be like, here, you're back online. No, it's still work. Just like you have to go into isolation to get certain gifts. Here with this joyful muse inspiration, and God's going to open up some talents for you. There's gifts that they can get that will be unlocked for them. Like one, feeling connected, feeling whole, feeling authentic, being able to look themselves in the mirror because they have done the shadow work. You see what I'm saying? There's gifts that will be given when you take this deep dive. And both of y'all need to do it. But, I'm going to be honest, your person don't look like they want to change. They just don't. Let's see. I don't want to use that one. Spirit, we had that last time. If you don't mind. Let's just give me Give me 3 to close this deck. Oh, what it gave me 4. It says Horseman, Herald of Change. See? You gotta want it. This reminds me of like the Knight of Swords. You gotta run towards change. If you want your life to change, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And it's only one ride on here. Can't nobody do it for you. This is a me, myself, and I. Starting with that man or woman in the mirror. This is you, baby. It's all you. If you want clarity in organization, you gotta get your house in order. This is what you have to do. And this is not just for this past person. You got to get your house in order, because don't forget, you're also going through some sort of initiation too. So you're supposed to be getting clarity in organization. And by you having, sitting down with the divine, organizing your house and organizing your stuff, because you diving deep too. And there's going to be some emotional things that come up for you too. And you got to get your house in order so you can be initiated into your new beginning. And they also have to do it. It says skywriting, the fates. And I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like whatever y'all choose, y'all was destined to walk the path you're walking. The fates. But you can change your fate because you got free will. Everybody can change their fate because of free will. There are things that are written for you, but you have a choice and decision. And your choices and decision can sometimes push you into a different fate. Good luck with that. Don't be afraid to go into shadow work. If there's treasures in the shadows, that looks like a mirror. Go into the shadow work. I promise you, it's healing. The Spirit giving it to me anyway. Because see, with benefactor, God will give you grace and generosity. God will give to you if you take the time to do it. It says spirit worlds, wandering between realms. See, you're going to gain higher levels of consciousness. You're going to be able to see beyond the veil. And then it says heart, home, compassion. You're going to find love again. You'll find hope and home. But it's going to take compassion on your part. You're going to have to love yourself and love and forgive this person, even though, and love, I don't mean let them back in your life type love. Love them from a distance. Wish them well, even though you don't want nothing else to do with them. Just wish them well. All right, y'all, this is spirit messages. We're only going to pull, I don't know, I think 3 is enough, but I'll let spirit decide. How many of these you want? Is 3 enough? All right, yes. No, 3 is not enough. Okay, well, we'll just go with however many spirits tell me to do. Spirit says, you are not alone. I love this card. You're not alone. They always want me to tell y'all that, because especially when you find out somebody been making a fool out of you. And some of y'all might be like, Tasha, for real, but yeah, sometimes you do feel like somebody made a fool out of you. How I didn't know you was out here and you like the same sex the whole time. You've been using me for money, you will feel like a fool. Sometimes you don't even want to talk about it. And when you don't want to talk about whatever has you holding your head down in shame, Spirit wants you to know that, baby, you're not alone. We're here for you. We will never leave you. We have never left you. And through the sadness and the loneliness, even though it says, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we're sending you, but we are your family, your friends, and your spirit guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So when your heart is broken and whoever this is, you're going to have some moments where you might break down. Just know that your spirit team is right there watching you. Okay? You're not in this by yourself. Because I get it. Sometimes stuff happens to us collective and we don't feel like talking to our friends and family. Girl, how you didn't know he was 2 snaps in a circle? You don't want to be hearing that shit. How you don't want to hear it? You don't want to hear, I could have told you that. Don't nobody want it. That don't help. So sometimes you just take certain things and you and the divine and let the divine help you work it out. Hey, Anel, sing. I see you, Holy Spirit. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Spirit says caregiver. This is really, really important, especially for the empath or whoever you were that was being a sweetheart in this reading. Collective, it says, we are here with you, and spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide others. If somebody used you for your money, you still cared for them. That's why you helped them. And you will be given recognition for that. Okay? You saw His Holy Spirit. You saw that light. Holy Spirit. She be flying around. Okay. It says, spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide for others, especially at the end of their lives. Caregivers are often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and will neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. Now, I don't know if this was, I would hope nobody passed away, but if somebody did, my condolences. But what I'm really getting here is that some of y'all was putting people's needs before your own, including this person who was playing you. And you was trying to be there for them because you cared about their well-being. But what your spirit team wants you to know is that regardless of what you gave, don't think that we didn't see it. God will bless you. Now, we don't do stuff for others for blessings, but God does. He will repay you for your kindness. Okay? So don't think that, this person you just did for them and God ain't going to acknowledge you. He will. Hello, Frederica Jones. It says serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. Okay? That in the divine. I'm going to add the divine. Okay? It says, but when it comes to you, this is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing negative feelings. There it is again, and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Now, like I said, finding out that your person is actually, they like the opposite sex, you was in a DL connection, did not know. Your person has left you, they was using you for money, they was never your friend, they never really liked you. That type of stuff can send somebody over the edge. But this is exactly why Spirit is telling you to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And they want you to let go of resentment that will interfere with your peace. So negative feelings and emotions, and that's the second time I have said that, because on here, y'all can play cool. But when you by yourself and and you thinking about what this person put you through, it can send you down a breakdown. It can have you having a whole breakdown. And so Spirit is saying they don't want you to hold on to the resentment. So instead of you just taking love and just being like, oh, okay, put that love back into yourself. All the stuff that you used to do for this person, I now want you to transfer all that energy into yourself and your passion project, which should, it's 11:11, which should help you to develop some better, some more spiritual skills. Okay. We have vulnerability. This is a confirmation that you were seeking to tread into the unknown. Remember, some of y'all were being given the position to step into the unknown, to deep dive, to go through the initiation of some sort of unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition rather than rationality. Now, why are we doing all of this? Stepping into the unknown, that's where the growth is. You can only grow so far where things are comfortable. So sometimes you got to go into the unknown, and it's not always easy to step into the unknown. So don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense of that feeling vulnerable is feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition, being vulnerable is actually good. It's okay to be vulnerable and to go into the unknown. Because one, you're not going into the unknown by yourself anyway, because God just said you're not alone. Spirit team just said you're not alone. All right. It says, do not let fear. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable, y'all. You just got to be careful who you're vulnerable with. Like, you could be vulnerable to your spirit team. You might not want to pour your heart out to this past person who's just going to play off your love and try to love bomb you and use you for finances. So don't be vulnerable with those type of people. But God does not want you to allow fear to keep you from feeling like you can't share yourself with another. Because, relationships are really important. That's why he gives them to us. Nobody was actually meant to be here alone. You're really not. But I guess if you're going to date somebody, you need to have peace. That's too. Well, let me put it back. Can we just get one? Just one, please. So that one's stuck to each other. What's up, Ola Jones? Oh, look, it came out anyway. Forgiveness. Second time Spirit and said something about forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger will prevent and suffocate your spiritual growth. That's your initiation. Told you, in order for whoever you are to be initiated into another level of consciousness, you got to get forgiveness. That is a part of your spiritual test, because it will prevent you or even suffocate your spiritual growth if you are angry and bitter and got full of resentment, holding on to a grudge. Forgiveness is the initiation for some of y'all. So resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of all the human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredible and powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Forgiveness can heal and transform because you can transmute that damn energy. So please, 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 collective, forgive, forgive, forgive. All right. What's up, Joanne White and Ken's Color Box? Welcome to the channel. Hey, Bethany Elliott, thank you for the star. Wait a minute. What is this? The star times 18. 18 of them bad boys. Support is at the bottom of the deck. They want you to know you're supported. People come, listen. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some help you learn and then they move on, while others will return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So we got a friend for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This person came into y'all's life for a reason. It was probably to come in, unlock some spiritual gifts, and then go on their way. Others of y'all will find that you have to listen. Sometimes you got to let people go because they're not meant to stay. And that can be hard, but they want you to know, regardless of who comes in and out your life, you are supported. Okay? You are being supported. All right? Time for the deck. We got Ancestral Wisdom. It says your ancestors, we are your ancestors and we love you, or your spirit team and we love you. Your ancestors said they walked the earth many years before you, and that they're asking you at this poignant time to learn and grow from your past experience. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as you continue to evolve here in the spiritual world. So in other words, you got to learn from your mistakes, y'all, because if we don't learn, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So like your past person, they had you in a real messed up situation. But there's a lot to learn from this. Now you could cry about it and don't ask to try to pull the wisdom. See, to me, tears are cleansing, but you need to ask yourself why. Why did I believe this? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Not beat up on yourself. I said ask why, because that helps you with your intuition. Regardless of whatever you do, breathe, baby. Breathe. Because some of y'all don't need to breathe, because if you find out, some of the stuff that we found out today might send somebody over the edge. Breathe, because it's vital between your body and your soul. So listen, Spirit says if you are able to connect between your inside and your outside, meaning your inner vessel and your outer vessel type thing. I guess what would be your inner spirit? Your spiritual vessel is your inside, and the outer would be, I guess, the rest, like the universe stuff. It says the connection between the inside and outside connects you to the universe. So spirit and the divine source. Breathing permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. This is why Spirit says breathe. Go outside and breathe. Breathe in nature. That same life-giving force is in everything. And it can actually, it says, it helps your entire well-being. It helps calm you down so you can hear spirit. That's why I always say you can't hear nothing when you like, you upset, you crying, you got to snot. One of them, spirit can't hear you. You're going to have to calm down, breathe, baby, breathe, and all will be well. That's it. That's our only thing. Add off for his many, many blessings tonight on the super chat, and the other young person who donated. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the 784 jewels. Thank you to JP the guide for moderating this reading. Thank y'all for joining me. This was a good read. I didn't like it, but it was a good read. I learned a lot from it. But the takeaway for tonight's reading, y'all, is forgiveness. Listen, especially after heavy betrayal and somebody lying to you, talking to you sideways, being mean to you, you have every reason to not talk to somebody, not speak to them, hate them, or even feel like it's not even worth talking to you. But Spirit is trying to tell you that, y'all, you are worth it. You are worth it. So don't feel like you're not worth it. You are worth it, and you need to take the time to pull the lessons out so you don't repeat this again. Somebody didn't want to, like, they would marry you. Whoever this was, they would marry you for a lavender marriage, but you would not want that. So you would basically married to somebody who really don't like your sex. They just there. You just a beard to make other people think they still cool. Who wants that? Do you want, I wouldn't want that. Different people get married for different reasons, but that's crazy. You got a lot to think about. If this was your story, you have a lot to think about, but forgiveness is going to open the gate towards a whole new life for you, or it will shut it because you're sitting in bitter and resentment. So you got to make a choice. You cannot allow yourself to let bitterness, resentment, and hate build in your heart for somebody playing you. Okay? So just breathe through it. Ask God for his guidance and direction, and go from there. Okay. So that being said, like I said, I want to thank the Most High, his Son, and the Holy Spirit. Hello, Betsy and Louie. Okay. If you need a personal, I am the light tarot at gmail.com. All right. Please have a beautiful good morning, good afternoon, or good evening in your part of the world. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and you know when I upload. And don't forget to hype me up. I love y'all, and y'all have a beautiful good night. What's up, Shakita and Cat Powers? How y'all doing? And Louis Saint, I see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, baby.